Well, 2005, you're 29 years old. People think you signed to Swishahouse, but you actually signed to T. Ferris. Now, what was that whole situation like where you were essentially independent and now you're, with this crew of people that are becoming really, really successful? It was like, there was a spotlight on Houston during that time. Paul Wall, Chameleonaire, Mike Jones, Slim Thug. Slim Thug signed to Pharrell, who was like the hottest producer of that time. So now you're in a different situation. And you actually didn't even take any money to sign the deal.
I didn't.
You just wanted to be part of it.
I was in trouble. So I knew that I didn't want to be greedy. I'm gonna take your money and I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like something, is eventually can happen and something eventually did happen. So for me, they were winning, let's keep it 100. They were winning with our lingo, with what we built and how we did it. The mixtape format, the culture rap. I wouldn't say they stole anything or did anything. They grew up on there. Power Wild, I'm his favorite rapper. He grew up listening to Keke. So I just knew that based on where we were from a music standpoint, what I mean by we is the SUC and us and what we had built, I wasn't in the greatest place. I'm in trouble. I got something going on. So Swishahouse, people don't know, it wasn't just as easy as that. They tried that for months. I didn't even take the contract. I turned it down 3 or 4 times. T. Ferris he wanted to really do the deal. So we ended up getting the deal, and it took us a minute to get the deal with Universal. Like we didn't start right off and get the deal. Chunk Up the Deuce is what landed the deal. And man, I knew that it would be controversy. I knew that it would be tied to towns. I knew it would be different things, but I made a rap decision because I had already transitioned from street rap, just street and rap. I'm all rap. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't make a street decision. So as I look back, it was one of the toughest decisions of my career, but I wouldn't take back 106 in Park, The Basement, Gangsta Grill, interviews with Vlad, whatever it was, I'm a G, Chunk Up the Deuce, all the things, and not just that, going over there, it enhanced my professionalism. Staying late, stop missing shows, not being high. Paul Wall, Paul Wall, that's my brother. When you go somewhere with Paul Wall, you can just sit on back, and we finna sign all these autographs, we finna kiss all these babies, we finna take all these pictures, and that professionalism led me to being on time, not missing interviews, at the shows where I need to be, catching the planes, not making any excuses. So that run did way more for me than just a side of town and doing it. It enhanced my professionalism, and it made me be exactly who I am. Right now, I'm an independent monster, you know what I'm saying? And it got a lot to do with that particular run.
Well, when you start working with Swishahouse, you and Paul Wall are cool, but you said that some of the other artists, you guys really were not that close.
No, we are. It's a big thing because Keke's coming from the other side of town. He's this guy. So no, we never learned from the Archie Lees to the Cooter Bangs to the Young Reds to the E-Class, Surreal, everything that they had over there. I would say they embraced me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was already who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't come over there as they know who I am. Like they're a big fan of what I'm already doing now. I tell people all the time, people was thinking about how much the South Side and what they would have to say about me doing it, but the North Side would have to have something to say too, because Swishahouse has all this fame, all this money, sold all his records, and one of their deals and one of their opportunities they're gonna give is to a South Side cat. So it went both ways. So I never really felt any pressure from the artists or such. Me just being who I am, I know that that's there. So I always try to keep it 100.
Right, because wasn't Mike Jones leaving the label?
Yeah, he had really left. At that time, it wasn't, what I mean by left is he wasn't in the building, as I'm recording and doing anything, contractually and whatever they had going on, but I made it my business, man, at the time they were all shining. Slim, Paul, Mike, I had to put my hard hat on, get in that booth, and work my way into my situation. I tell rappers that all the time. That's how I use that for the young artists. You don't get to come straight into the chains and the cars and the money. You got to come outside, and when everybody else shining and got the chains and cars, you got to be humble enough to still come out there, rap, show your face, put in the work, and then you'll earn everything. And that's what I went over there and done.
Well, Paul Wall made Sittin Sidewayz. You were supposed to be on it.
I was.
Right, but Atlantic Records made him take you off the record?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It was Pokey sample. So they already was adding Pokey to the song.
Mm-hmm.
So with it being Pokey song, I didn't think that they already didn't kind of, it's their movement. It's something they doing. We the elder statesmen. So I took it personally at the time. I did.
It was a big song.
It was a bit at the time,
Yeah.
but it ended up coming full circle. It ended up working out for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, later. But at the end of the day, the decisions that they made with it, with Pokey on the rap and it's his sample, that's the excuse that they use. I went for it.
Well, 2006, Pimp C did Knockin Doorz Down, and he asked you to be on it,
Yeah.
but you didn't want to get on it.
I wanted to get on it.
You did?
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to engage into exactly his message at the time. At the time, that's another Keke sample. That's me. That's that's me sampling. So when Red Boy called me and asked me to do it, I asked him, did he want me to talk about what I actually mean for Knockin Doorz Down? It's me saying it. You know what I'm saying? Or because I'm right then. It's a lot going on with the couple of little beefs and stuff in the city. And I get his point. He's trying to work it out. I just didn't want to help him work it out. You know what I'm saying? like I just didn't want to say nothing because a lot of people don't understand. I've been here longer than everybody else, so I was already coming from a lot of controversy and just getting myself out of, and I'm just kind of getting back right. I'm just getting back to the videos and just got my deal, so I kind of shunned away from it. Pimp, he got a little mad at me, but that's my brother. He stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, but he just was trying to put a handle on what was happening in the city, and I think he wanted I think he looked at me as a person, that could have something to say about these things, but I just didn't want to, so I kind of left it alone.
Well, you said you went through hell trying to get Pimp C on Chunk Up the Deuce.
No, I didn't go through hell to get him on Chunk Up the Deuce. He got there great and fast. I went through hell to get him in the video.
Okay, got it.
To get him in the video.
Well, he didn't show up, right?
He didn't, actually, but listen, it was Pimp. You know what I'm saying? So he had his theory of what he thought. I had my theory of what we thought. Song still ended up being, we ran into each other in the airport, left it alone. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? He older than us. One thing about it, I called it Pimp being Pimp.